Discover the exciting story of Deuteronomy Covenant and Obedience. Hey guys, in today's video we will explore the book of Deuteronomy and dive into the incredible journey of the people of Israel towards the promised land. Get ready to be moved by the final words of Moses and the challenges of obedience to God. Act 1. The final speech of Moses, 700 scene 300 The people of Israel, after so many years of desert pilgrimage, is camping on the plains of Moab, on the banks of the Jordan River. This moment marks the proximity of the realization of the divine promise to enter the promised land. Moses, the leader who has led the people from slavery in Egypt, now elderly and full of wisdom, is preparing to convey his last words and guidance to God's chosen people. Amid the expectation and anxiety of the Israelites, Moses gets up to speak with the seriousness and authority that is characteristic, ready to make an unforgettable legacy. Act 2. Covenant Renewal 700, 2000 Scene 3, 700, 1200. At this crucial moment, Moses reaffirms the importance of obedience to the law as the basis for the life and prosperity of Israel. In an exciting speech, he recalls the moments of victory and defeat throughout the journey of the people, emphasizing God's unshakable fidelity in all circumstances. Moses points out that obedience is not just a duty, but an expression of love and gratitude to the Lord who set them free from Egypt and led them there. He warns of the serious consequences of disobedience and how the choice to follow the divine commandments is essential for the preservation of the covenant with God. Scene 4, 1200, 1700. At the heart of the covenant renewal is Shema Israel, a central statement of faith and commitment to the only and true God. Moses instructs the people to listen carefully here. O Israel, the Lord our God is the only Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul and all thy forces. These words echo like a constant reminder of the call to exclusive and total worship gives to the Creator. Moreover, Moses emphasizes the importance of living this faith in daily life, conveying it to future generations as a solid foundation for a full life in the divine presence. Scene 5, 1700, 2000. Concluding his message about the renewal of the covenant, Moses vehemently warns the danger of idolatry that could arise when Israel entered the promised land and enjoying their material blessings. He highlights how easy it is to deviate from the path of true worship by being seduced by empty idols who have no power or life. The final exhortation is an passionate appeal to the Lord's exclusive fidelity, constantly reminding them of the covenant established between God and His chosen people. Act 3. Remember and teach 2000, 2800, Scene 6, 2000, 2400. At this crucial moment, Moses brings together the people of Israel for a deep review of the laws, statutes, and judgments given by God. With patience and wisdom, he highlights the importance of social justice, caring for the needy, and the exclusive worship of the Lord. Moses emphasizes that obedience is not just an isolated act, but a lifestyle that reflects love and gratitude to the Creator. He instructs the people about the importance of living in harmony with divine laws, for these are not only arbitrary rules, but principles that promote peace, equality, and well-being of the whole community. Scene 7, 2400, 2800. In addition to revising the laws, Moses emphasizes the importance of memory in the faith of the people. He orders the history of redemption to be told from generation to generation, to keep the flame of faith alive in the heart of each Israelite. Through the narrative of God's great deeds in favor of His people, Moses seeks to strengthen the collective and spiritual identity of the Israelites, constantly reminding them of the wonders performed by the Lord. In this way, he instigates the people to cultivate a living memory of divine action in their lives, so that they never forget the promises made by God and the mutual commitment established in the covenant. Act 4. Choice between blessing and curse 2800. 3000 Scene 8, 2800. 3300. The Mountains of the Decision, Gerizim and Ebal. Witness a solemn moment in the history of Israel. Faced with all the gathered people, Moses presides over a unique ritual in which blessings are proclaimed on Mount Gerizim and the curses on Mount Ebal. This symbolic ceremony highlights the importance of the conscious choice that each individual should make when choosing to follow or deviate from the ways of the Lord. Moses emphasizes that obedience brings with it the promise of abundant blessings, while disobedience causes curses and removal from divine presence. At this crucial moment, each Israelite is confronted with the reality that their choices not only affect their personal lives, but also the collective fate of the whole nation before God. See 3,300. 3,700 prophecies on the future echo through the plains of Moab as Moses glimpses the tortuous paths that Israel will travel after his death. With tears in the eyes and prophetic words, he predicts times of disobedience and removal of the Lord, resulting in suffering and exile for the chosen people. However, even in the face of the shadows of the uncertain future, there is a promise of hope and restoration for those who sincerely repent and turn their hearts to God. Moses' prophetic vision reveals not only the imminent challenges, but also the unwavering faithfulness of the Lord to bring redemption to those who cry out for mercy. Act 5. Farewell and Transition 3,700, 4,500 Scene 10, 3,700, 4,200. We arrived at the exciting moment of Moses' farewell. Before all the people of Israel, he performs a symbolic act by passing the leadership to Joshua, his faithful disciple and chosen by God to continue the mission of leading the people to the promised land. With words of encouragement and wisdom, Moses gives Joshua the responsibility and honor of guiding the tribes of Israel on the approaching journey. The serene and confident gaze of the veteran leader turns to the distant horizon, where the promised land extends as a dream come true. Scene 11, 4,200, 4,500. In a moment of deep spiritual connection, Moses recites a prophetic song that echoes through the surrounding mountains. His words are like a hymn of praise and gratitude to the God who accompanied him in every step of the journey, from the days in Egypt to that ultimate moment. He blesses each tribe individually, sharing words of encouragement and divine promises about his future destinations. Finally, Moses rises to Mount Nebo, where he silently contemplates the land promised at a distance. His heart overflows with love and gratitude as he says goodbye to the people who loved and led with exemplary dedication. The scene ends with a powerful message about how true obedience is born of unconditional love and deep gratitude to God. Act 3. Remember and teach 2,000 to 2,000. 800 Scene 6, 2,000. 2,400. At this crucial moment, Moses brings together the leaders of the tribes of Israel for a profound review of divine laws and commandments. Each leader is summoned to reflect on the responsibility of guiding his people in the practice of justice and truth. Moses highlights the importance of unity between the tribes, remembering that only together can they achieve prosperity and peaceful peace. He emphasizes the need for a righteous government based on the principles established by God to ensure the well-being of the entire community. In addition, Moses emphasizes the fundamental role of priests and Levites in the preservation of faith and the transmission of sacred teachings from generation to generation. This solemn encounter strengthens the bonds between the leaders of Israel and renews the commitment to the covenant established with the Lord. Act 3. Remember and teach 2,000, 2,800, Scene 7, 2,400. 2,800. While the sun sets over the mountains of Moab, Moses summons the elders and leaders of the tribes for a solemn moment of reflection and instruction. Sitting around the crackling bonfire, they listen carefully to the words of the prophet, who resonate as an echo of the past and a glimpse of the future. Moses shares stories of courage and loyalty, highlighting the remarkable achievements of the forgotten heroes who shaped Israel's journey. He emphasizes the importance of preserving collective memory, not only to honor those who came before, but also to inspire future generations. In this intimate circle of wisdom and tradition, leaders are challenged to be guardians of history and masters of hope, conveying the sacred legacy to children and grandchildren with zeal and reverence. Act 4. Choice between blessing and curse. 2800, 3700. Scene 8. 2800, 3300. Faced with the imposing mountains of Gerizim and Ebal, Moses summons the people for a solemn decision moment. Each Israelite is challenged to choose between the path of blessing, represented by Mount Gerizim, and the curse way, symbolized by Mount Ebal. In the midst of the solemn silence that hangs over the assembly, Moses reaffirms the importance of obedience as the foundation of the covenant with God. He recalls the divine promises of prosperity and protection for those who follow the commandments of the Lord, contrasting with the devastating consequences reserved for the rebels and disobedient. At this crucial moment, each heart is confronted with the inevitable choice that will shape Israel's future before the Most High. The wise and loving leader urges the people to consider the divine words seriously and to opt for life in all their fullness, embracing faithfulness to the God who led them there. Act 4. Choice between blessing and curse. 2800, 3700. Scene 9. 3300, 3700. While the sun slowly sets itself over the hills of Moab, Moses raises his voice to prophecy over the future of Israel. With tears in his eyes and heavy heart, he reveals visions of dark times and days of distress that awaits the chosen nation. However, amid the darkness of disobedience and rebellion, a light of hope shines intensely. Moses announces that despite the failures and transgressions of the people, God will remain faithful to his promise of restoration and redemption. It glimpses a time when hardened hearts will be transformed, healed wounds and peace restored on earth. Moses' prophecy echoes as a call to reflection and repentance, inviting each Israelite to seek the Lord's face with sincerity and humility. May these prophetic words resonate as an eternal echo in the hearts of those who yearn for mercy and forgiveness. Act 5. Farewell and transition. 3000, 4500. Scene 10. 3700, 4200. At this time of moving farewell, Moses addresses the people for the last time before his passage. With a voice embargoed by emotion, he shares words of wisdom and encouragement to the Israelites, recalling the overcome challenges and the blessings received along the journey. Moses recalls God's unshakable fidelity in all circumstances and emphasizes the importance of unity and mutual trust between the people. He highlights the importance of keeping the flame of faith and hope alive, even in the face of the challenges to come. With solemn gestures, Moses blesses each tribe individually, conveying vows of prosperity and divine protection in their future journeys. The venerable leader expresses his gratitude for the privilege of guiding them to that moment, and trusts the sovereign plan of God for the future of the chosen people. The scene culminates with an atmosphere of reverence and gratitude, while Moses is preparing to climb Mount Nebo and silently contemplate the promised land before his last breath. May this farewell be remembered as a living testimony of divine faithfulness and the eternal legacy left by a beloved leader. If you want to know more about Deuteronomy's teachings and how to apply them to your life, be sure to watch until the end. I hope you enjoyed exploring this biblical story with us. Do not forget to leave your like, share with friends, and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring content. Until the next video, may God bless you.